run the pot. You gon' let me fucking cook in this bitch, I make it hot. Even before I put a hook on this bitch, I spin the block. Everything getting took in this bitch, I get you shot. Leave a motherfucker shook in this bitch, run the pot. You gon' let me fucking cook in this bitch, I make it hot. Even before I put a hook in this bitch, I spin the block. Everything getting took in this bitch, I get you shot. Leave a motherfucker shook in this bitch.
Urban Migration Podcast, and we have a special guest in here, YYC's own Mason Xross in the building.
How you doing, people?
Big ups to everybody that's watching. This is my co-host right now. Go ahead and say your thing.
What up, yo? It's Jordan Lewis. I'm an artist here from Calgary as well.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Mason Xross, here to just give you the lowdown on whatever my niggas want to ask me.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I met this guy since I came out here from Toronto, and I met him and I seen him at a show one time, and he just had this vibrant vibe. And I actually told him that I was doing a podcast, and he was one of the artists that was showing love right away. He was like, yo, what if you're doing it?
100.
Even if you knew I was from a different spot, he was like, let's do this, you know what I mean?
It's music,
so
man.
I'm glad that was months ago, so I'm glad that you're here.
I'm here, bro.
I respect.
Every time.
I know we're going to get this started. I know you guys want to probably, a lot of people probably don't know about him, and maybe you guys do know about him because he's all over the place. I've been checking him out. I've been doing my homework on this artist, so yeah, we're going to start.
The Urban Migration Podcast is sponsored by G Original Clothing, Third Degree Everywhere, Jump Shot Records.
Born and raised in Calgary?
Born and raised right here in Calgary, Alberta, man. Yeah.
OG, and you lived here your entire life?
Entire life. I've been around, I moved around here and there, Winnipeg, Toronto, done my thing, right? But this is home, so this is where I stay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's just start it like this. Let me ask you a couple questions. So I know that a lot of people in Calgary know you. So it's not like this is for like.
I hope so.
This is for, yeah, I'm sure they do because I check your shit out. But like this Urban Migration Podcast, it has a lot of people are gonna see it from other places like Edmonton, Toronto.
Okay.
I have a lot of links where people are gonna showcase other artists. So it's a new thing that we're doing right now. So. And in fact, I can ask you first. When did you start this? We can start this. When did you start this music? You don't have to get too nitty gritty on it, but
we can get nitty gritty if you want. I told you. I remember I wrote my first rap on my mother's birthday in 1994. So I was 12 years old. So what are we gonna call that? 31 years. 31 years. So that's how long I've been rapping. If you really.
Wow, man. What made you do that?
Honestly, I'll be real with you. My dad, he was a big boxer, and he trained a lot of boxers, and. This nigga named Shannon Briggs, back in the day, he was a badass heavyweight boxer, and he was champion and shit. But I heard him spit a freestyle. Yeah. And I was like, I can do that shit. Yeah. And I was like, I can do that. And I tried freestyling. Obviously, I can't freestyle yet. Yeah. 12 years old, you know what I mean? So I just started writing. And ever since then, I haven't stopped writing.
But you knew you had a passion for it. You knew that was easy. When you said,
music has always been in my family. Like, my dad was in a band. Yeah. And he was also a promoter. He brought Fresh Prince here. He used to work with like a brother named Ludlow back in the day. And they brought Ice-T, they brought Fresh Prince, Salt and Pepper, all the old school acts. So music is always, my dad started like after hours and like, it was always in my house. Niggas was always playing loud music in my house.
You ever thought that at that time when you saw that, you ever thought like, damn, I want to be an artist, or it just took that one person to rap to you one day and you're like, dog, you know what?
Honestly, it took the one person because before that, and to this day, still, my passion is professional wrestling. But we'll talk about that in a bit. But
it doesn't make no any sense.
It does though, because hip hop and wrestling.
We're gonna get to the because you don't even know. I tell you what. Yeah, I got from 0 to 60, but we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
But so your mom, how does she feel about like that? You said like you rapped her on her birthday. How does she feel about that?
I didn't really rap to her. I just wrote it on that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just happened to be her birthday.
Remember that?
I just remember it because it was
my
mother's birthday. You know, I really don't know if she does.
You never told her that?
I don't think I did.
Right,
but I'm gonna tell her now.
Mama gonna see. She's gonna be happy about that.
Yeah, it's
all right, cool.
Yeah, it's real talk, bro. Like, yeah, I still remember that rhyme.
So another thing now. So from my perspective, that I see, like I did a little study on you. I seen like what you do, and one thing I noticed about you. You remind me of Busta Rhymes and the fact of your stage performance is amazing to me. Like, this is just the way you connect with people and how you're not scared to be yourself. And you don't have this vibe where you're like, I hope they think that I'm nice. You just have this thing where, like,
I'm nice. I'm fucking nice. What are you telling me?
my bad. I didn't mean like that. I didn't mean like that.
I know you didn't.
But
I know you
it's
did.
like that. Like, that's why I seen the passion. Like,
Yes.
you know. So no matter what, you're gonna always do this because
The Busta Rhymes thing is crazy to me because I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that the man wasn't my idol growing up.
say no more. You see, I'm
Like,
very good.
I'm not going to sit here and say and act like
See, I seen this.
my whole life growing up was
Wow.
Busta Rhymes, Bounty Killer,
Yeah.
Scare Them Crew.
Akuna.
So, like, it was always,
All
if you
that.
were fucking hype and angry,
That's
that
not-
was my shit.
Yeah.
So, like, and so with that being said, like, now I'm not gonna sit here and there's a reason I'm a dread. Like, you know, like there's things that correlated, and then you grow into an older man and you're like, you don't be somebody, you build your own. You know what I mean? There's no reason to not have an idol or whatever. But Busta Rhymes to me will always be the greatest rapper of all time.
I see, boss. You hear that?
Like,
You'll make sure when
period.
You watch this, you
Like,
send
and
that
when I say that my early style of rapping was a lot of mimicking Busta Rhymes, I can't sit here and lie to
I
you.
saw that. I foreseen that.
But
So,
so as you grow older, you gain an identity and you become who you are. You know, but yeah.
okay.
Yeah. If I could sidebar this conversation for a sec, I want to dive into that concept, the greatest of all time. Because saying it with such like
Conviction.
Yeah. It was
Because no nigga is standing on a stage in a versus
Yeah.
with Busta Rhymes.
it really
Period.
to this day.
No.
Period.
And you don't see,
No.
see
Nobody.
anybody
No,
else.
I know,
No blood clot body.
I know, and I don't
Big
want
ups, big
to,
ups.
and I don't want to say that because he's Jamaican and we're trying to say
No.
It's because
Look at the
it
history.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no,
Yeah, you have to go
of
with the
course,
history.
I'd
And
love to
Busta
know.
Rhymes, number one, even if he went against Eminem,
Yeah.
we would like we're looking at a stage performance
Yes.
show thing.
Yes.
And guess what's gonna happen? A lot of people are gonna know Busta Rhymes hype songs and
Yeah.
Eminem's dark songs.
The man-
He doesn't really have so many
Yeah.
songs to get everybody happy.
Yeah.
He just has all these super lyrics. Not taking nothing from you, Eminem, so don't shut down the
Is he's on the same shit I'm on.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting on that fucking stage
the
after
person
me.
never.
Period. That's how I look at it. Every time I touch a performance,
Yeah.
if you get on that stage after me,
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you because I'm sucking all the air out of that room.
And even if you were lyrically better than him,
Yeah,
Even if
you
you,
went in lyrically better,
If.
what's gonna happen?
If. But that stage
Then
presence.
that's that stage presence. So
That's
some people can
curious,
use
man.
that. And don't get me wrong, because there's some artists, like you got R&B artists, where you'll see Chris Brown flip back.
and I do that shit too.
But then you'll see Trey Songz sit there and not do one thing but sit on the stage.
Yeah.
But then by later on, it's gonna get
Yeah.
tiring for
Thank
Trey Songz because no one's gonna want. People need to be entertained, especially 2025.
Bro.
If you fuck around these days, we'll boo you in a second, or we'll just go get a beer while you're performing. It's fucked up.
And you know what? You want to see people leaving when you're performing, bro? I want to see people coming. What, yo, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then they're pulling up.
Yeah.
That's
Let me
the
ask
goal.
you another question. Content. I know that so I'm not gonna ask you because I know that you're very confident in your music and stuff. But do you feel that you want to go further instead of Calgary? Like just like I know that in Calgary, you might
100%.
think like people don't know me, but people do.
100%.
You know what I mean? But
100%. Of course, I will.
100%. I know that. That wasn't a stupid question, but I'm just saying. Do you? When I use the word content, are you just good that you have love here? Like, do you think you could do this anywhere else?
I do. I really do.
I believe it.
I believe it. I'm like, I honestly, my wife says to me all the time, she's like, if Europe gets a hold of your shit, it's over. And I'm like, I'm trying. You know, I'm working. I got my shit out there. She's like, you need to get to Germany. You need to get to Japan.
And
I was like,
And a lot of people don't even know that a lot of motherfuckers make so much more money about their hip hop into all these places. You don't even get that much love from Canada or even America. You can go to Europe right now and you're a star. You come back here,
Yep.
you perform, you're like,
and they have no idea who you are. Why do you think Sean Paul is still killing it, but he's not making no money in America? All his money is overseas tours and they're stadium tours.
Hey.
But you're not hearing about Sean Paul killing it in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think more artists should make that jump, and what steps do you have to take in order to
It really depends on your music you make. Like I make
So not
both.
everyone can do
I make hip hop and dancehall. So dancehall Dancehall and reggae is international music. It's not just Jamaican music.
Speaks everyone's
Like people think of Jamaicans make it, but now look at Afrobeats.
You go to
It's
Akibana
emulating.
right now, man,
It's
you wouldn't even know
emulating
that's
reggae.
Jamaican,
It's emulating dancehall. You look at even Drake. The bottom of his style, the base of it, is Toronto basement dancehall. You know what I'm saying? So.
100%. And being from Toronto, that's why my culture, like having those basement things and leaving at 2:00, hoping that my mom will let me inside the house when I get back.
You're
But
lucky.
It was amazing, but
You're lucky she didn't pull up.
you know what I mean? But it was amazing to see that you're on a different block. That shit changed after a while. That you can't go to. If I talk to my son right now, I'd be like, I used to go to Jane and Fincher. I used to go to Rexdale and go to a basement party, and those guys will make sure I
They go, sure, bud.
Yeah.
They're like, it ain't cool like that no more.
Culture change on that.
Wait, so should we bring that back? Should we flip the culture? Like, can we do that in
Yeah,
Calgary?
you can't
like,
bring
back
that. Well,
basement parties,
listen,
after
everybody's
parties?
haters still. And I was going to get to you about this haters in Calgary. I asked him too. He's an artist. You know what I mean? He does his music thing. And I had a conversation with my boy, and I asked him, like, do you feel like there's Calgary supports each other as artists, or you feel like everybody feels like I want to make it and fuck the rest? Everybody's shit.
It's about 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, there's a core group of Calgary artists that have been doing this since the 90s.
Yeah.
And a lot of us have like stayed together and we're trying to push this thing forward. And there's like a newer group of artists who don't really check for the old school, and they don't really check for the they're just trying to push their own thing.
Guilty.
They're just trying to push their own thing.
Yeah.
And I understand it and I get it, because it's like when we were in the 90s, we weren't trying to rock like Rakim was.
Mm-hmm.
We respected it, but we were trying to progress from that. So we weren't really, you know what I mean? And then you became becoming a grown man where you start respecting the older heads.
Yes.
And you start looking back and going, yo.
I think that we grew up on that time's gone.
Yes.
If you said, like he said, bring it back.
You can't. It can't come back the same.
Okay.
It's how the YNs think.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's and how the man. The
And these
older
YNs
man
are too
think.
wild, bro.
Yeah.
We were already wild. We were already shooting up the place.
With
We
respect.
can't put 50 of you niggas in a basement. Are you fucking crazy? Like,
So saying that you said, I'm gonna throw something at you. See if you remember this. When you say so, that, as you said that, what's this quote mean to you? Be prepared in life for motherfuckers to switch up on you. What does that mean to you?
it's self-explanatory.
Cause I got that from you.
Yeah.
I got that from you. I read something that you put out.
Yes.
And I wanted to know if that was personal or you were just saying a quote. Like,
It's a quote, because it's like people don't always switch on purpose.
that's
some-
crazy. You hear that? Now, before you go any further, define that mean because you God forgive them because they don't know what they do type of situation. Like, is that what
pretty-
you're trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
you
no,
like that?
yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
that's
All right.
good, that's
I'm-
good.
Sometimes, yes, it's God forgive them because they don't know what they
It
do.
has to be that in one
But
bit, but
sometimes the switch, it results from a choice that they made.
okay.
Sometimes they chose to do something that causes them to be a different person. For example, you grow with a person,
Yes.
and the man becomes an alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's not the same person you grew with.
Facts.
You feel me? He starts talking to you like shit. He's
Yeah.
beating his wife. He's doing all kinds of fuckery. And you're like, yo, that's not the nigga that I grew with.
Facts.
He didn't switch on you. The alcohol switched him.
him.
You see what I'm saying? But he made the choice
Yes.
when he started to drink it, knowing that this can progress into alcoholism
Yes.
or drug addiction or whatever.
So he chose that over whatever else that he did, that even to disrespect his best friend. I guess I get it. Yeah, of course. We all go through that shit.
Yeah.
You're right. I get exactly what you mean on that.
But yeah, like,
It didn't even have
and
to
it's
be
not
just
like them
that
switch.
situation. It's switch or jealousy.
Aye.
But then,
Yeah.
I never thought that your friend could get jealous. I don't know if I was closed-minded. I used to think like, how's my friend jealous of me?
They're
Fuck.
not, and it's not jealous, because here's the thing. Jealous and envy, they're the same, but they're different. You
Like
see me?
money and power.
So man can be envious. The envy thing comes from, it's an inside thing. It's a lack of something inside.
Yeah.
It's, yo, why is my man eating the way I used to eat, but I can't eat like that no more? Or he's eating when I did all the hard work, or whatever.
He doesn't remember shit. that he did.
Like there's, you know what I mean? So it becomes very murky when you get into those kind of situations. But you always got to be prepared, because Your biggest fan is a fucking stranger, and your biggest hater is somebody you know.
That's kind of fucked up.
Remember that.
Fucked up. My brother, big up to Risky G. My brother went through that. I'm not gonna take it. My brother went through that one day where he was at a bar and he was doing like some album release party, and some white kid came in there with like 4 other white kids, and I was like, you guys, I was trying to get people in the bar so we can,
Yeah.
So I go, yo, we're having a party here for Risky G, The kid's like, what? And the kid started rapping my brother's verse. I couldn't believe it. So this was when my brother first came out. So I brought my brother to the guy. I said, yo, show him what you did. So the kid started rapping it. My brother's like, oh shit, that's amazing. But as soon as the kid walked away, my brother was like, yo, I don't like that, bro. What the fuck? Because he wasn't used to having that vibe where people like, he didn't know that strangers.
It took a bit to get you.
Because the way he lives, he thought that was like some setup shit.
No, yeah,
some sad
real
shit.
talk, no.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like,
that way, yeah.
Yeah, because I get it. I understand where he's coming from because, like I said, I came back to the hip-hop game after like 15 years, a decade of not doing nothing. I got married, I lived my life, I got my wife, you know what I mean? I'm just...
What had to come back, right? You got to do what you love, right?
Well, I was in pro wrestling, so I've been a referee for a while now. And a man's walked up to me and says...
how the fuck... he said it twice, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now let's go back on this referee thing because listen,
Yeah.
I watched it. I know that you love wrestling, and I grew up on wrestling. I can give you... I'm old school, right?
All right.
And I know that you love it, and it doesn't... You don't fit that fucking... image of that, and then I can go into words.
It starts.
I can tell you where I fell in love, but go ahead.
It starts back when I was a kid again. My dad was a boxer.
Yes.
He trained boxers. So when he came to Calgary from Jamaica, he needed a ring.
Big up the yardie, that.
Yeah, man, he needed a ring. He got his ring from the late great Stu Hart.
Cool, no?
And we modified the ring to be a boxing ring. Well, of course it makes sense because Stu Hart runs wrestling in Calgary, and he needs a ring.
I'm a fan of that. And I'm like, how the fuck?
So that happens. We're training boxing, your my nigga Travis, your nigga Travis, life.
Don't know big up Travis.
Yeah.
She don't know squad up, cuz.
Fast forward, I'm going to high school, and I'm dating a shorty that's going to this Western Canada high school. And I get in a fucking fight outside the pool hall over this shorty, and I hit a nigga with a super kick. Pop. Who's standing? Nigga, who's standing in the crowd watching me fight this nigga?
Yeah.
A nigga named Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart's a problem. He crazy, but
Bret
we are.
Hart's family, them?
Bret Hart, yeah, he's Bret Hart's nephew, the oldest grandson of Stu Hart. So he's like, you need to bring that energy to the gym. Yeah. So I brought the energy to the gym. I started training, and I was working with the boys. I was wrestling, T.J. Wilson, Tyson Kidd, Bulldog Jr., Harry Smith. A lot of these niggas, they were just there. We were training, we were working. I was, we started Mat Rats. Life was about to start lifing and doing things, but I was also on the street. So I got mixed up in the pipe. Life went, and everything kind of went fucked up.
As it would be.
So yeah, basically that's how I got linked up with the Hearts, and I was at a wrestling show. I came out and I started working my job, and a man at my work was like, we were talking wrestling, and he heard me, and he's like, yo, we're looking for a ring announcer or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let me try a team. Yeah. It turns out they wanted a referee, not a ring announcer. So I'm like, oh fuck, I was training to be a ring announcer. You niggas. I was like, all right, cool.
Like, yo,
so whatever, I did the 3 shows, the full fucking card by myself on my first fucking time out. And I locked it in, and people were just like, yo, go ref. I'm like, I love the business. I love being in it. My goal was to merge hip hop and wrestling from day one, from when I fucking started. And now I see mans like Swerve Strickland, mans like Leo Rush, they're doing their thing, you know what I mean? So I'm like, boom blast. Let's fucking, I'm in already.
Said boom blast. I never heard that in the longest time.
Trust me, so let's go.
That
right?
also means all of a sudden, if you guys don't know, for all my viewers and YYC that in the sound.
Boom blast. It was,
boom blast. Yeah.
So fast forward to I don't know, 2023 December, maybe November. Mans walks up to me on bridge and Robbie. Yo, I'm bringing Eternal from Wu-Tang Killer Bees here, and I need an opener. And I'm like, fuck, nigga, I don't rap no
more. Nocturnal?
No, Eternal from Wu-Tang Killer Bees. Sure. He's like, I need an opener for the mans. And I was like, fuck, I don't have no, I've been recording songs and shit, but I don't have, no material like that. All right, whatever. So he's like, you're the headliner opener though. Like I'm like, how the fuck am I the head? I've been gone for.
Put it right there. Here, this is what
I was
you
like,
do.
fuck nigga. So whatever, I did it, and Eternal looked me in my face and told me I'm not getting on stage after you again. And I was like,
Hey,
Woo! Hey, that's what the fuck
I'm
I'm
like,
talking about.
sick.
all right
You know
then.
what?
He like, yeah.
Turner, he's not even trying to dish you.
No, he
That's what
told
it
me,
is.
and he will.
Yeah.
If my nigga
And you know
Latif,
what?
he will tell you.
I'm not going on after fucking Busta Rhymes, after DMX, Late Grade. I'm not going after, like, that sucks. So
That's
when
a
Jay-Z said
level.
that the other day that when DMX went on stage and
Yeah.
he took off his shirt, the girls started screaming and did a prayer, everybody starts crying.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to Jay-Z and said, no, you go. He was like, how the fuck am I supposed to
Yeah.
go after that? So I understand that
And it's
point.
like that's the goal. Ever since that was my first show back, and ever since then I've done about 11 or so, and that was the gas.
Yes.
That was the gas.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going on. Do you ever thought of do you write music for other people?
No,
Do you have the ability to do
I mean,
that?
it's very hard because, well, I mean, I can't say it's very hard because I've never tried, but
Yeah.
I've never attempted to like.
to do that. The reason why I asked you that I was like if you ever had somebody that you heard had a great voice and said, "Yo, you seem like a great mentor. I would love for you to." Do you ever thought about like none of that, right?
It's never really crossed my mind. I like people to develop their own like.
Your own vibe, right?
Yeah, like I'll help you,
Yeah.
and I'll gladly give you pointers and be like, you know,
There's not a lot of pointers you can, because I know there's a lot of great artists.
yeah.
They just don't. Sometimes it's like, it's so crazy and it sucks. You gotta fit in where you get in where you fit in. Like
Yeah.
so, just like you said, like maybe I should go to England, go to Paris, because right now a lot of us are stuck in as artists. We're stuck in the square box.
And you know the reason why I haven't done that though is because I believe the music I make is Calgary.
100%.
So
Guess what I'm gonna tell you right now? Do you know that I know that a lot of Calgary artists came to Toronto? These songs are Toronto artists and never mentioned Calgary once.
yeah, fuck all that. I have the
That's bullshit.
anthem for the city, so I'm fucking. It's let the beat rock, nigga. It's the YYC. Like
So do you follow Toronto artists?
some of them,
of
yeah, like
them,
Rochester, and a few
Yo,
here
that's
and
my
there.
voice.
Yeah, like
Big up, don't know.
exactly. I
have
follow.
a lot of friends out there that do music, and I can tell you right now, they would love to do songs with Calgary artists, but we have this bridge
Medea.
gap. And guess what? I know.
Medea.
You hear what he said, bro.
Medea.
But anyways, you guys will see the music, and this is what my biggest thing is remember Toronto, and I'm sure you know, and my boy Mike, Drum Shot Records, you don't know. He was
Yeah,
like,
man.
you
Big
know,
up Mike still.
We got our identity. We used to pretend that we were. A lot of people didn't want to represent Toronto
No,
until Drake
and
and certain people.
New York.
Cara,
Yeah, it
I
was
did
a-
the same shit.
yeah.
So I'm guilty of it.
Yes.
And even the way, but I was from New York, so it was easier for me to take my
Back and
but
forth.
It doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of artists do that, but Calgary, you guys never did that.
Nope.
Now, when I came out here, and I met you, and I seen you do your thing, and I was like, I wasn't shocked. I was just like, there is great artists everywhere. Now, I guess at the time I was like, but there's a lot of Toronto artists right now, or even Edmonton artists that even can't even, if they don't speak a certain gender or rap a certain way, they're not, and they want to get out here, but they think it's so far-fetched because if a Calgary artist goes out there,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Toronto artists that are still struggling to do good music. They don't want to hear that. No disrespect to the youngins out there, but they don't want to hear that. Got my thing on the floor. Got on my.
No.
And that's what's making numbers out there.
It
So-
is.
but then now you got to switch yourself up to do that because you want to
Never.
be famous. And guess what happens to that
Never.
youth in the next 6 months? You know what
You
it
see me
is.
I say?
R.I.P.
There's a reason why I made it closer to 50 than 30, bro. Because of the way, you know what I mean? Like, these kids are moving mucky, bro. And the music they're making, and don't get me wrong, some of these young niggas, dope.
Dope.
Fire.
As an artist,
But
you can see
the vast majority of these niggas is making get themselves killed music.
demon music.
Like, straight up.
My brother would say that. Big up to Risky G. You
No,
don't know.
it's- yo,
He would
look-
say like, yo, we used to say like we grew up in an era where doesn't it appall you when you see a kid peeing on someone else's? No, I can't laugh, but it's just appalling.
It's-
peeing on someone else's grave.
Yeah.
Talk about ops and
Ops and
it's a different,
fuckery
like-
and Virgin, and it's a life, God dog. Like,
Yeah, and you
left
know-
the dead man them alone. Once the man, like, there's certain levels you just, but these niggas is
God.
crossing all kinds of lines.
and they don't feel
And
no
then
way to die at a
People's
nigga.
is breaking every one of Biggie's commandments and like, yo, like, what are we
that's the first time I
doing
heard
in
that.
life?
10 crack commandments.
No, like a real talk, man, I tell you, like,
Cycles breaking every one of
yo,
them.
these kids are acting
Never
like
seen no
everything
crack
is
when you rest
okay.
that. I don't care if
Everything-
they want an ounce, tell them
Bridget,
bounce.
bounce, come on to my
Imagine like,
yard.
yo, I got that.
I don't give a
Then one
fuck.
would be like, what the fuck am I getting, sir? What? Yeah, that's funny.
And I'm
I've never heard
house
that.
in front of my
Everyone
picnic.
is fucking fucking up Big Ed. That
Yo,
was the sickest quote I've
It's
heard.
a real thing. Everybody's fucking up Biggie's commandments, bro. And nobody wants to
And
like.
God's commandments at the same time, but I love that.
That's 20 fucking commandments you're
that's
fucking up,
20.
nigga.
Biggie deserves to have it because you're so right. I never thought about it. Yo, people are gonna love that one.
It's not a lie though. It's not a lie though.
That's crazy. So what's your next move, cuz?
Right now, I got a few shows on the go, and I got some music that on the go that I'm gonna drop on people. I'm considering whether I'm gonna hold back some of it and do an album thing, or if I'm just gonna fucking kill them.
Don't hold back.
All singles like Ray Charles, nigga. Like,
Yeah, close your eyes and send it away.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Is just
I'm half Chinese.
put the music out there, bro. You know what I mean? So I think that
You
just
can
might
write
be.
music fast, right? There's nothing to you.
Bro,
I guess it's just.
I don't want to say
something
fast because I'm a fucking perfectionist.
perfectionist, yeah.
So it's like, but yeah, I don't want to say I can pump it out there.
What
but
song did you wrote that you wish that you fucking remembered that would have been a fucking banger? I know you have a couple that you can't remember.
Well, if I can't remember them, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but you know that you can't remember it. You know you can't
no,
remember it.
I'll be honest though. There's a few that like. It's not that I haven't remembered them. I just haven't put them down yet. Like
Do
so.
you hold on to a lot of songs that you feel like that you feel personal with songs? That you just don't want to let it out, or it's at the right time, or you.
I got one with me and my homie, minus 42. It's called minus 42 because I'm fucking from Calgary and it's cold as fucking.
I was working on that.
Once you hear that shit, you'll know why it's called
cold
min-
as fuck.
Yeah. So, but you know,
So put it out, man. Minus 42.
we don't
put it
know.
out.
Yeah. We gonna work on it.
Yeah, I got
We
it.
gonna work on it. And I got Run the Pot. Run the Pot is cooking. I could drop that.
Run the pod.
Yeah, Run the Pot. Run the Pot is already done, mastered, cooked up. So, you know, I'm gonna drop that soon.
You trying to
Actually,
do
maybe
any
Canada Day.
collaborations? Like
I'm down to work with
whatever's anybody. Right? You down to
Anything is
work with
Gucci,
anybody.
bro. Anything is Gucci. If you're ready to work and do this music,
Yeah. Videos. What about videos? You lock in videos? Like I don't know. I didn't.
you know
really
what?
See too many.
I haven't really shot too much because I've just been on the like perfecting the music tip.
Yeah.
But now that I've got a year of shows under my belt. I've come back and I feel like I'm in the pocket.
You know
So-
what? I think I was asking him too, right? No,
Yeah.
Not to put you out there. Like videos. You know that videos shows people's personality.
Yeah.
Right? Even though you on stage, I could watch you on stage and I'd be like, damn, imagine I saw a video. This guy will fucking be on the fucking
Video should be
Calgary
coming
Tower
soon.
swinging around.
Run the
but-
Pot should be coming with a video
But
soon.
you should and you do little clips, right?
Yeah.
And I think that people love that, like people, because when I watch videos, you see people's personalities. It's like looking at a person's shoe and seeing how you can't really see how they are, but you can tell what type of person they.
Yeah.
It depends if they're wearing Yeezys.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Kanye. But like videos, I think personally, I've done a lot of videos, but in Toronto, like just everybody doing videos.
Everybody's
just so the competition is crazy over
Yeah.
there. And not saying like there's a really lot of great, but there's, you know when you put so much people in a pot, like it's like, okay, put it this way. I mean, I use analogies, right? So like around now on NBA these days, college kids, it's like they're getting drafted by just one more point.
Yeah.
Like everybody's great. So it's
Yeah.
hard to judge people. It's not fair.
Yeah.
You feel like that's what's happening out here too. Like,
I don't think it's about they're that good. I just think it's oversaturation. There's a lot of hip hop that shouldn't be out there. Like it just there's a lot of hip hop that's like
and is that the hip hop
you
that
can-
blows?
it blows, but it blows for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So you got people like Bad Baby.
Oh god.
Who and you got like, and don't get me wrong, the new shit she's doing is like she's almost taking it fucking serious.
Isn't it, and
But
I thought you were talking about Bad Bunny.
no, Bad Bunny. I like Bad Bunny because that's just reggaeton. That's just
music,
island
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's cool. Like, but like, and then you have all these other.
Sexy Red? Yeah, you
See,
don't want to say nothing wrong.
I don't really. I vibe with Sexy Red.
Obviously,
I
because
vibe with
music
she
is
vibe.
music, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just fun music.
Yeah.
But
Fun
it
is
was
the word, though.
she blew up off hate, which is weird. You see what I mean?
Never
like
thought about that.
people, she blew up off hate. People were like, "Oh, fuck, Sexy Red, blah blah blah.
And she
She's
made
ratchet, this and that." And then people went and looked who she was of her, and then
So,
So-
now there's so many different ways. So it depends on.
Exactly.
Oh, so you know what I'm? Yeah, that's crazy. So you're saying depends on what you want to be seen as. You can blow like.
And then she took
you
it
do
and
you
then
have to sacrifice your morals.
sometimes
Yeah.
And that's the other way of saying so.
you don't have to do. You don't necessarily have to do it.
Choice.
Yeah.
But you ain't necessarily have to do it. But a fucking a famous rapper with a nice podcast, just like this one, a real famous rapper podcast, looked my homeboy in the face and says, you'll get to a certain level in the industry, and somebody up top in the industry will come to you. And you're gonna go, and you're gonna, and you're gonna go left, and you're gonna go right. It's up to you to choose which one you go.
And there's a door in the middle.
And there's a door in the middle. But they don't tell you about the door in the middle. So, and I'm gonna leave it at that way.
A lot of people, and you know what? You don't have to get approached. Is what you're willing to do against your own morals. People say selling your soul will be like you did all this devil shit. No, they just find out what you don't like and then will tell you, tomorrow this is happening and RuPaul is performing, we want you to open up for him. You're like, bro, I'm from Remont.
Yeah, me nah do that. No, yeah, talk about. We nah do that. Top blood. They'll be like, yeah, but your mom this or your family this or your somebody this or you remember back in college this.
You want your mom to go back to the house? All right, water me, whatever the fuck she's from. Like, they'll fucking get you. Chains, take it back. But anyways, that's another topic for another thing. We don't want to
Exactly, but yeah.
What else was so, what do you want to tell the people in Calgary right now, man? Tell them, like, you know what I mean?
Honestly,
like, I know you're not begging nobody for nothing.
I'm not begging nobody. Just stay tuned, dog. Just stay tuned and wait for me things, because I'm coming with a barrage of music and I'm bringing the two baddies with me. And you'll see what I'm saying.
So you love the women.
Women love the women. I love one woman, but the women them love me.
I see that. You post it still, so don't.
Yeah, no, trust me. You know why I love wifey. The Empress is number one always.
I can see, like, you know, so how do you balance that? Like, I guess I'm not gonna ask that. You're a big monster, so you know how to do it. But I'm like, when you coming off your stage shows, right? You have that adrenaline. I'm sure you know that. You get that adrenaline, and then you go home and you're in your bed, and you're like, bruh, what the fuck? Like, and it just seems something like, could you, like, I know that that's what you want, but fatigue, tiredness, and would you be able to do that every day of your life? This how much, or like, you know, do you feel like
if she's with me?
Yeah,
100%.
Say that. That's
if she's with me, because that's when I come home and that's when I lay down and I put my fucking head on her lap, and or if she's not there, if she's at the show, if she's driving me home because I drink down the place, and you know what I mean. But
when she watches it, she'd be like, "Yeah, you good, bro?
Yep.
You good, nigga?"
And you know when I
know this is true.
And she's like, it don't matter. Like she knows. I told her, I was like, look, these bitches is these bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're gonna do what they do, but you gotta have faith in me. Right. You gotta watch for me. And she's like, well, I don't get phone calls because you know these bitches is watching.
Beautiful, intelligent, thoughtful, caring. That's what bitches stand for.
Thank you.
I have something to say. Yeah. But yeah, so you got some new music coming out?
Yeah, man, you don't know.
Yeah, so I think, real talk, right, that Calgary wants to see some videos. I would love to see some videos. I really think that your creativity.
Well, you know, for you, I will do some videos. I will start filming.
I got my boy Zach. He's, you know what I mean?
Big up Zach, you don't know.
I can help you with that. Like, you know what I mean? I know you don't need no help, but I want to love to see more videos from Calgary artists. I think that visual is crazy. Okay. And like, even when, like, right now from Toronto guys that are seeing like things that I post, they're like, there's nothing different. They love it. But it's just like, we're so far, like, it wasn't like Montreal, Quebec, and Gatineau, or we can Ottawa. You know what I mean? Where we're Calgary's right here, but it's a fucking plane thing, 3 hours, which that's that gap where the music doesn't really hit over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, I believe in my heart doing this whole urban migration thing right now, and just like trying to hook up artists together. Like, I'm not trying to I'm not promising Calgary people to blow, I'm not trying to, but some people in Toronto want to have a different crowd. Over there is Screwface Capital, if you know.
You don't know already.
Over there you have to juggle, backflips, rap at the same time. Or you have to say the shit that people like. Yeah. There's a lot of great artists, reggae artists over there. Some people are not on the badness. They just have lyrics. Yeah. It's great, but it's not gonna get. So then they come over Yassa, and they're like, yo, like, even, I don't even know if it was you, my G. You know what I mean? But I think it was you that you were like, it's funny that a Toronto guy has to come out here to recognize the Calgary vibe. You know, I wasn't sure. Someone told me that, but I was like,
I don't think it was me, but I agree.
No, but someone said that to me. It's like, but I'm not. I was like, I'm from Canada, bro, and I lived in Toronto. I lived in Montreal. I lived in Brooklyn. So where do I have to say? Like, this is why I said I can go anywhere and do my thing. So you guys can't say, because I did come up with that vibe, like mixing. Because I'm from Toronto, and I think that's the longest place I've been would be Toronto. I seen the music industry over here. Came over here. Obviously, I'm not doing nothing. Got involved with the music, and you're one of the first people I met too. Stage performance was crazy at the Bret Hart place.
Yeah, man. I got another one coming up there too on the 27th.
So we're gonna make it. You're
Yes, sir. I'll be there. Absolutely.
Of course, you on the show.
Maybe. We'll see.
There's no maybes. I'm saying you on the show.
I think you guys should go track this. How we set this up right now.
Man, I'm here, man.
So we another thing we do on the podcast here is every artist that comes on here, we try to get them in the booth just to show their vibe and their skills and whatever. Some people might not want to do it, but you have no choice. You can't leave. So, anyways, I'm gonna get you on that. But if there's anything else that you want to say, we're always gonna get you on another podcast.
For sure, though. You're done, man.
The follow up after this, I want to see what people watch. So let the people know. So you're dead on this thing. Yo, you actually did a great job on the podcast.
Hey.
But there's a lot more we can speak about, but we just want to keep.
Oh yeah, I got a story to tell, but we ain't even cracked the surface yet, bro.
And is there anything you want to tell the artists in Calgary right now? What they should be doing and
honestly,
what kind of path they should do it? If just give some artists some of what they need to do.
The real talk, like I say, is just like we say in the wrestling. Like John Cena says, never give up, man. Just push your thing, bro. If you have a passion and you believe in yourself, push that. And the more you push that, people around you will see your passion and push that with you. And that's just the bottom of it. That's just the facts.
And what about, in that case too, what about how hard is it to take yourself away from the people that you love that don't have the same passion as you?
Sometimes, yeah.
That's just a fucked up question.
Yeah. It's
hard.
Sometimes it's like you have to make choices in life to where you're like, you have to put you first. As big as your heart is for other people and love for other people, and it doesn't change, but you have to just forward ever, backward never.
Yo, that's simple. That makes so much sense to me.
Simple.
If you guys want to know what it is, I'll put it down on my Instagram, my Urban Migration, to let you guys know what the fuck that meant.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But that's basically it, and that's been my slogan for life. Forward ever, backward never.
Yeah,
trust me.
Sure, no moonwalking,
bro, no.
Unless you're moonwalking forward, which is going to be hard.
If there's a mountain in the way, you climb that or go through it, bro.
Let's go.
If there's a mountain in the way, you climb that or go through it, bro.
All right, it's fun,
that's
This
it.
is great, bro. We're gonna wrap this up right now, but honestly, this was a great conversation with you. We wanted to do a longer one, but we're gonna get them on a rebound conversation. See how it was. Everybody run up those numbers on the fam. You don't know what it is. Mason Xross. You guys check him out. What's your Instagram?
It's me. Hit me on Instagram at Mason Xross 82. That's cross with an X.
You see me? With an X, yeah.
It's all right. You just hit me on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck that shit is now. Same thing. Mason Xross 82. Go subscribe to my Instagram, Mason Xross 82. Facebook, Mason Xross. Yeah, man, I'm out there.
And show some love to the podcast. Yo, you're actually very fluent. I love this listening to you, so I'm sure that everybody's gonna Calgary, yo, big up the man. You know what it is. Represent your people.
Big up the city.
Show some love.
Every day.
You see those numbers go up, and he's about to do a video. He said it. You heard him.
I'm gonna do it. You done? Yeah, I'm here. You gave me the video, man, so I'm gonna do it.
Yo, big up that squad up. Say what you guys say, my girl.
Blessings.
What up, yo? Thank you for joining us today. It was a great episode. We hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, guys. What's up? Calgary, we got right here in the booth, Jump Shot Records. You know how it is, Urban Migration Podcast. Right now, we got the one and only Mason Xross in the booth, and he's gonna show you guys what he does right now. So, salute to the man that Calgary, Toronto, Edmonton, Saskatchewan, everybody in the spotlight. Stand up, let's go.
You know what it is. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? I come up in here, I'm taking everything. Run the pot, you gon' let me fucking cook in this bitch. I make it hot, even before I put a hook on this bitch. I spin the block, everything getting took in this bitch. I get you shot, leave a motherfucker shook in this bitch. Run the pot, you gon' let me fucking cook in this bitch. I make it hot, even before I put a hook in this bitch. I spin the block, everything getting took in this bitch. I get you shot, leave a motherfucker shook in this bitch. I twist my fingers up and bang like I'm Wheezy, nigga. I ain't seen her, but you still can't see me, nigga. I'm Mr. Rep your hood, Mr. Rep your block. I'm Mr. Flip them goods, I'm Mr. Duck the cops, Mr. Bust a shot. I'm Mr. Mecca Duppy, I'm Mr. About that cash, so don't come tell me fuckery. So when you see me in the club off my loose juice, a big spliff, Henny bottle and a deuce. Then I go shoot who? I couldn't be that. Even my wife the type to drop back and squeeze that. I take a G-pack, I make $1 million. Still kept it real, never gave it to no children. You killing on Facebook? I'm getting cake, look. See you niggas in the streets, I couldn't even fake shook. Want a fucking banger? Then ask for me. I'ma make them say, like a masterpiece. I run the pot, you gon' let me fucking cook in this bitch. I make it hot, even before I put a hook on this bitch. I spin the block, everything getting took in this bitch. I get you shot, leave a motherfucker shook in this bitch. Run the pot, you gon' let me fucking cook in this bitch. I make
You already know what it is, Calgary. How I get down in the booth.
They don't want. That's that shit right there, man. That's that shit right there. Squad on Calgary, you don't know, man. Go hot in the booth. You don't know. You guys ain't ready for that.
in your chest when it hits you. You can get your pistol, we'll settle any issue. Niggas gotta pay me, I don't rap for free. You can't come